Hello lads, RAD Performance here, and today we're going to be working on one of the last good GM cars, which is the just before 2020 to 2020 era, the teens of GMC Terrain. It's very comparable to the Chevy Equinoxes of this generation as well, but basically I'm going to show you guys a few fundamental things. So the first thing is going to be accessory mode, which is whenever you turn the key without starting the car, but now obviously we're going to have to do that using a push button ignition. So you're going to want to make sure that you have your keyless inside of the vehicle. And now accessory power is difficult because what you have to do, if you press this one time, it's not accessory power. So what you're going to have to do is, let's have this off, and then you have to hold this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's 5 seconds. Okay. I don't really like that, but that's whatever. I think they could have done that a little bit better. So unfortunately, there's two ways of going about this. And one requires a scanner like this, which you're gonna have to cough up a few bucks for. And I personally think the fact that we have to have a computer to work on our cars mechanically is not great. So that's where I stand on that. Let's see. Okay, so service, EPB, electronic parking brake. At least they put it first up here-ish. Okay, so we'll do, well, it's not Chevrolet, so I'm gonna go with GM. It's technically a GMC, but same thing. But let me do manual selection. Yeah, I guess we just do automatic.
Just do automatic.
Yeah.
It doesn't like you.
No, I do not want to exit. Automatic. Enter. Read. Okay. Oh, GMC Terrain. Yes, that is. Cool. Thank God. Finally. That only took forever. God, I'm so happy that we integrated technology to make things faster. Electronic brake control module. So that is what we're, okay. Okay. So this is where you get to. We have parking brake calibration, which is what you do after, but of course they put that first. So I'm so happy they put that first, because that's what you're going to do after you actually finish working on the car. Now, rear brake caliper extend. I love how they put that second, because that's what you do to push it all the way out. Why does that need to be second? Yes, let's put the last one. The one that we need first, the retraction. So of course they put this last. Now this is retract, which is what you want, because you want it to retract all the way in, so that way then you can actually do your brake job like a normal mechanic after you've wasted 30 minutes tapping around on this stupid little iPad. So that is how you get to do that, what they would consider to be the right way. So now you guys have learned how to put your car into accessory power mode because it's overly complicated, and you learn how to do this the right way because it's overly complicated to compress your rear brake calipers that are electronic, because we can't leave anything mechanical anymore. So now I'm going to show you my personal favorite way, which is circumventing all this nonsense because I think I'm smarter than the engineers who designed this thing. This is my personal favorite way of how to do this, what I consider the right way, wrong. So this is a power probe, but believe it or not, this is still cheaper than getting one of those stupid scanners, because this goes for about $200 and the scanner goes for, I believe, I paid $900 for that one, and that was on sale. I'll obviously try to throw links for you guys. So this is the power probe. You're going to want to make sure there's like some test buttons if it's not working at all. Well, basically, once you take this unit here, obviously this one comes with a nice long cable, so that way you can connect it all the way to your battery in the front of the car. What you're going to want to do first is connect it to the battery, positive to positive, ground to ground, so that way this thing powers up, and then you should see 12 volts here. If you don't see 12 volts, that's why I hit one of these buttons or this little button on the side to get it to like flip, reset, whatever it is. You can also put it inside of your cigarette lighter. So how the power probe works is this is your positive and this is your ground clamp. Now, how I like to cheat code this is once you unplug the plug off the electric motor that drives the electronic parking brake, obviously there's going to be 2 tabs which that plug attaches to. So then you're going to basically just trial and error, put one on one tab and then put the positive on the other, and then you're going to start pressing, giving power, and then it will either extend or retract. And then whatever it does, if it's what you want to do, great, keep going until it all the way retracts in. If not, and it's extending it the wrong way of what you want, then you just take this, flip it to the other tab, and then put the positive on the other tab, vice versa. And then whenever you press that, then it should do the opposite, which would be retract, in our case, if you couldn't get it to retract the first time. And then basically it goes all the way down, and you're literally good to go. And then you just re-engage the parking brake after that, and then you don't even need the scanner at all. So the reason why I'm not showing you guys on this car right here is because there's already a video, it should be linked up right over here, on how to do this we did it on a Volkswagen Tiguan. It's the same premise for this car as well. Basically universal for almost every single car I can think of, with the exception, I will mention, a Kia Telluride, because there is a mechanical Allen key that retracts it all the way. Outside of that, I've had this work on a German car, I had this work on American cars. That Korean car was the only exception. I highly recommend you give this a shot, because buying the scanner is overly priced, and I have more success with this personally. Once again, that video should be right up here, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to RAD Performance, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
We all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you